All right, hi Hell's Kitchen fans, it's Virginia from season 2. I am going to watch episode 1 of my season to relive and revisit me getting traumatized by the famous beef Wellington, and then I'm gonna go try to remake the beef Wellington in real time. I'm not going to do any edits, I'm not gonna do any, like if I mess up, I mess up. I haven't made it in over 15 years. What was it, 2005, and it's 2022. I rewatched it for the first time in 2020. I figured I'd already been in hell, I might as well go back. All right, now I get to watch Gordon Ramsay react to my introductory.
I work at a restaurant called Lupa.
I slice it very thinly.
I go in there with a little bit of mascara, maybe some lip gloss. My impression of Gordon Ramsay is he's hot. Just kidding.
Oh God. Watching way too much Paris Hilton reality shows. He's hot. Who says that? Again, he's hot. Those are just kind of like my insecurities. Thinking I have to act a certain way or be a certain way.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Gordon Ramsay, he walks in the room. He 100% demands attention. He's tall, has a stern, clear voice, cool accent. Virginia, the salad chef. Me doing my lipstick in the pan. That was prompted by the producers. I don't put my lipstick on by looking in a pan, okay? The point of that introductory was kind of to show my character's the one that's kind of gonna be like the vain, pretty one. That's obviously what kind of character I fit into in this season. One thing I did always hate though was having to wear chef coats and black and white houndstooth, ugly parachute style pants. Everything was always catered for men in the when I was in my 20s and 30s for the most part. It's nice not to have to wear the black and whites anymore. Oh my gosh, see I'm wearing like, ah! Tom opens a bottle of wine with, he tries to like saber it. Oh my gosh, she just couldn't find a wine key. Wow, see that kind of like the pressure, the new kitchen, not knowing where anything is, that just completely changes everything. You're in an environment that's new. For this first recipe, basically like before the show started, the producers asked for a 15-minute, 30-minute, an hour-long recipe. The one that I make the very first day in my green dress was the 30-minute recipe only because I had to marinate one of the ingredients in coconut milk and it took 30 minutes. Nothing on the dish is cooked, but the nuts are toasted. All right. Gordon Ramsay's about to look at my
It's
rabbit
my coconut
food.
and pomegranate celery root salad.
And what's cooked on the plate?
The nuts are toasted.
The nuts are
The
toasted.
nuts are toasted.
Yes.
The nuts are toasted.
We've toasted nuts for 29 minutes and then grated a coconut.
Toasted
It's
nuts for
fine.
29 minutes and then grated a coconut.
As far as rabbit food goes, because it's all raw and crunchy.
You know what this
I'm
is?
really proud of that salad. I know it's a good salad. A rabbit might like it.
Rabbit bullshit. That's what I gotta say about that, okay? Oh, the nuts are toasted. God. And then I said, rabbits don't like coconut milk.
In the profit. In a brand new multi-million dollar restaurant.
Woo! Great, now he's yelling at Gabe right now. His attention's on the other side. That was always fun when he was in the other side of the kitchen. And you know that you weren't gonna, you had a little break to not get yelled at.
Virginia, come here a minute. The meat is not cooked. Get it in the bin.
Okay.
Oh no, here's my part. I have butterflies right now, oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Wellingtons aren't cooked
Chicken.
yet. They're not cooked yet.
Like I literally didn't watch any of my episodes until it was like COVID and like I was already like bored as all hell. Might as well go back to hell.
They said outside's drowning faster. Sorry guys, all of them are raw.
The outside's brownie, the outside's burning and the inside's raw.
Virginia, why in the hell did we open?
Why in the hell did we open, he says. I don't know why we opened. We had 2 days of prep. We had no training. I have never made a beef Wellington before. None of us had practice on any of the stations. In real life, when you get a job on the line, you have at least 5 days of training. I mean, you have to have practice, repetition, night after night after night after night after night to get the hang of something and to get good. It's not just about learning the recipes. I mean, you learn the recipe. You have to know the recipes before you start. You have to know your steps before you even start. So on Hell's Kitchen, they just threw us on stations, and Gordon just started calling out stuff. So I mean, that was just a little disappointing to know that like they really did want to kind of like set us up for drama. We would never do that in our restaurant. We would always, I mean, you train somebody and you don't let them alone on a station. And sometimes, you know, you really do have to go to hell and back to learn. I always say some of my best lessons have been from huge mistakes. So sometimes you got to go through hell and back to get better and to grow. Check out my bonus footage that we filmed for you. You can hear all my stories on how I got from California to Texas. I may or may not be eating an egg roll when I share more experiences with you.
It was horrible. It was horrible. No matter what I did, something was messed up.
We are so unbelievable.
What's wrong with teamwork, man? Teamwork makes the dream work. We're all a team at the beginning. The only time you're not really a team is at the very end when it's literally one chef against one chef. At the beginning, it's all about teamwork. That's what's tricky. Everybody wants to try to lead and like stick out, but also at the same time, nobody really knows what they're doing and really has to pull together as a team because there were so many mistakes made, so much food wasted that night. I think everybody got some kind of burn on their hand.
24 hours.
I know.
24 hours.
To prepare this.
To prepare this. 24 hours is not enough to learn a station. It was hot. I was so thirsty. Like, we didn't have time to drink water. We didn't have time for anything.
So miscombobulated.
Oh, come on.
So miscombobulated and thirsty and underprepared and not trained and under pressure and getting streamed at and on television and in a kitchen that I'm not familiar with. It was very French style. The kitchen was very French style, and there was a lot of some flat tops that heated up.
May I have some lamb stock? Mine is really salty.
Out.
God, see right there with Keith? I would have just said, F you, Keith, but I can't. You know what? Instead, I'm going to say, R.I.P. Keith. You were a dick at times, but you're human and you're a good person. So, all right, shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! This was after service. We're all decompressing in our dorms. I'm crying. I'm wiping the tears and the stress from my eyes.
And I can't stand that. Like, I can't stand to fail.
I couldn't stand dragging the whole group down. I never wanted to be on the chopping block, but I'm also not stupid. I get it. If I'm not qualified, I'm not qualified. If I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Woo, look at that mean look on my face. I am tired. My contacts are dried out. I'm exhausted, tired, exhausted, worn out. I feel like a failure. I feel like a loser.
Yeah. I believe that we can move further without her because of her lack of experience.
Oh, Polly. Hey, Polly, where are you at, Polly? Let's hang out. Let's crack bread, Polly.
Virginia Chef.
Virginia Chef.
What if I put Maribel all of a sudden?
I mean, we all sucked. It was our first night of service. Everybody sucked. It was like Heather was the best of the worst at that point. Heather did have the most experience, though. She was a sous chef, and I want to say the Hamptons, and she was a hard worker. She had lots of practice.
Tell me why you think you should stay in Hell's Kitchen.
Virginia, why do
wanna
you
succeed.
deserve to stay in Hell's
Yeah, I
Kitchen?
make mistakes on times and temperatures, but I want to learn to do that better.
Oh, look how young
I wanna
and
try
sweet and
harder
cute
at
I
that.
am.
I want to get that right. I don't want to leave knowing that like I can't freaking get a temperature right on meat.
Oh.
Polly, why should you stay?
I have.
It's Polly.
Oh, Polly. I escaped that one. All right, guys. I'm gonna go try this recipe out. I already have all the ingredients. I've tortured myself long enough with rewatching this episode and giving you some commentaries. If you have any other ideas on what you want me to commentary on, let me know. Any other episodes, scenes, recipes you want me to remake. All right, I'm gonna get started on this beef Wellington. Beef Wellington, hashtag beef Wellington. Peace. say it was a little overcooked. I wanted it more medium rare. I could use some more practice, but at least it wasn't raw. All right, guys, so I'm back. I would have liked to cook the meat a little more medium rare, medium. Maybe I let it rest a little too long, and the mushrooms could have been a little bit more dried out. But besides that, I'm gonna give myself a 6 or 7 out of a 10. Go ahead, you guys. Leave some comments below on any episodes, or scenes, or recipes from Hell's Kitchen Season 2 that you want me to remake, talk about, highlight, make fun of, and cool.